And we are live. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everybody. It's been a long time. I'm lying. It's been since yesterday. Depending on if you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening on podcast, it might have been a long time. It's gonna be a little bit different today. I don't have my usual co-host here, Suavecito. He's probably resting from his 24-hour stream of reaching 3,000 followers. Shout outs to that man. Hard work and dedication definitely pays off if you put in the hard work and dedication, obviously. But today with me, I have my boy CareFreeRree. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell the people what you do?
How you doing, guys? This is CareFreeRree, aka Vaughn, aka that guy who just streams randomly. I am a Twitch streamer. I do a lot of RPG games, some fighting games here and there, and sometimes I just get on there and talk with my boys. It's good times though.
Hey, all respect. Sorry, I had to drink some of this high quality H2O right here.
Okay, okay.
That good Fiji. I say stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Um, did you see my stream yesterday?
Yeah, I was there whole time.
Did you, yeah, any questions or anything like that, or any topics that I brought up that you wanted to speak on?
Uh, I do, but it's one I don't want to ask you because I know how personal like the things get. I want to
Well,
ask
I
you
mean,
this
you can
though.
go down to a degree, though. We can go to a
Okay,
degree. I mean, obviously, I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest, but if I don't feel comfortable, then obviously
Yeah,
I'll just say so.
vibes. When you get into your depressive state, how do you like to deal?
Mm. Honestly, that's kind of hard. I say the reason I say that's hard is because I don't think I really deal with it well.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, I think it's just going through time, pretty much. I think it's that's what the biggest. I think that's the biggest factor that it comes down to is time. Um, I don't. I say basketball. I would say doing this podcast kind of helps, but it's getting in the right mindset to do the podcast in the first place. That's hard when you have the depression and shit, which is why I haven't been doing it as much as I have. Um, Honestly, if I can go back to coaching, that would probably help with the
Mm-hmm.
depression and shit like that. I just feel bad that I can't do one of my dream jobs that I actually got hired to do. Like I got to that point, but now I can't do it because of all the shit that's popping up. And then now they're saying, well, now they're trying to go back to it, but they're also saying that it's going to be an issue because this is what's going to cause all the spikes again.
I got you.
And bro, it sucks, bro. Because like literally around not this time exactly, but a little bit before this, I was coaching a youth basketball team, fifth through seventh grade.
Mm-hmm.
I say, nigga, shit was fun. I enjoyed it. It was beautiful, yo. I would say it was everything that I preach on this show, like the positivity and everything like that. Whenever one of the girls took a shot, we cheered them on so they would take more shots, stuff of that nature. Like I just miss it. And then now still not being able to do things and being stuck at home a lot of the time and having to go through a lot of the shit that I'm going through that I've been going through lately. It it's kind of hard to not be depressed. Hey,
I
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I
oh, you already
appreciate
know,
that,
bro.
my boy.
Um, I can understand that, bro. I can understand that because, like you said yesterday, we are social creatures. No matter how much we sometimes don't want to act like we are,
Mhm.
even like I said, it's even like introverts, they might not want to be socially out there all the time, but they normally, I'll say this, they have people around them they're social with. They have
Right.
a little circle who they can be social with. So I can understand that, not being able to get out there, and especially, something like that where that's your aspiration. That's a hard thing, when your aspiration gets kind of, I'm not gonna say taken from you because it hasn't been taken from you. It's been put on hold.
Uh,
You don't want to say taken from you because taken from you is like it's not gonna come back. You know what I mean?
right. Right.
But it's been put on hold. So it's little things like that do blow. So I understand.
I mean, it's just something I think that is not gonna go away easy.
Mm-hmm.
and it's never going to be easy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks because a lot of the people that don't go through the same things can't always comprehend it at the end of the day. Like I was talking about that yesterday. Say
Mm-hmm.
going through depression and having other people like people were saying in the chat haven't gone through it, it makes it harder for them to comprehend the problems that you're having.
Mm-hmm.
And it it sucks because you would think that you wouldn't have to go through the nonsense or through the bullshit all the time for you to understand, or at least to have some type of sympathy or have understanding of the situation. Or say if somebody's depressed and like it was it was first impressions.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying like first impressions are horrible because if you're having a bad day, like if your fucking grandmother dies, I don't expect you to be all chippy or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I don't know that and it's my first time meeting you and I'm judging you based off that, it's a problem. If you have a bunch of bullshit happening in your life, then that's an issue. If
Yeah,
I
that's
caught
fair.
you the one day that you were drunk or some shit like that, I might think of you as a different type of person, as in like, oh, like he probably does this all the time, or like, oh, he's a life of a party type motherfucker. But you might be silent. You feel what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's you never know who people specifically are because you have to spend more than just one impression with them.
Yeah, that's big facts, bro. I think as people, honestly, we should get people, and some it'll differ, but I do two impressions because sometimes you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes some people are just assholes.
True.
Unfortunately, you know what I mean. But I
Red
give
flags
you a second.
exist.
I give you a second chance based off of how the first one, because you never know, bad day. But if I give you a second chance, and I might wait it out a little while, reintroduce myself. Hey, my name is Vaughn, and I didn't really get to talk to you the first day, and you might pull some bullshit. I don't know, bro. That second one might be like, I'd be like, I don't know, man. You might just be an asshole, bro.
Well, I mean, red flags are red flags. Like
Yeah.
those are gonna come up regardless. So like, there's nothing that you can really do about that. And I think I think red flags help. Honestly, like no shit. Obviously, they're supposed to help, but like I don't think a lot of people. I don't think people look for red flags more or less like they used to. Not until they actually start knowing, starting to know a person, and then they want to look for red flags and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, the fuck is this? I would say I don't know. It seems just like two guys talking about random shit. Literally, that's what it seems like is going on here.
Sometimes all you need to hear is two guys talking about random shit.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'd be fucking surprised at how many people actually just want to hear two people talk about random topics.
Yeah, man.
Mm,
But to your red flag thing, yeah, I don't. I think we don't take the time to know people anymore. You know what I mean? We don't take the time to get to know people before we like bring them into our inner circles. A lot of times we just out here going, yeah, yo, that's the homie. It's like, I mean, you don't really know the nigga though. So if you don't take the time to know, sometimes some people a little crazy, bro. Sometimes people are a little crazy, and those are red flags that were present. So I think it was
no,
just taking time to get to know people more than we do. You know.
right. No, I completely agree with that. Let me read you a few of these comments real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, someone says, "How does racism affect you in the city of St. Louis?" I'm like, St. Louis, what? I say, I mean, in general, racism affects people. I mean, people everywhere. Honestly,
Hmm.
I say I can't say racism just affects black people because that's not true, and I can't say racism doesn't affect white people because that's not true either. I mean, race not true. Obviously, white people also experience some form of racism. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that's a fact. And I just don't agree with the concept that black people can't be racist. That's I just think that's dumb. Like, I'm just being honest. I really think that's dumb. I say they must like wasting their time. I say I do like wasting my time. I enjoy this. Like this wasting my time doing this, just sitting down and having a nice conversation. Fuck yeah. I do this twice a week.
I
How
wouldn't even say
much I
this is
enjoy
wasting
it,
time. This is like in a way for some people it's like therapy, yo.
right?
So
99% of black woke people would hang you for saying white people deal with racism. Now,
there's levels of racism.
I exactly. Now, when I mean racism towards white people, and if it depends, like if we're going by their definition of that, you can't be racist if you don't hold a statue of power over the other race. I guess, but if we're going through the basic term of racism of being discriminatory against somebody just because of their skin tone, fuck yeah, white people are get have racism towards them. I would say it happens constantly. I was like, white people are like one of the only people that literally walk around, will meet a group of black kids, and then will start calling you white boy.
Mm.
Who's that? Oh, that's white boy Mike.
Yeah,
I've never in the history, unless it was some racist place, like well, obviously racist,
that's
some
Black
racist
Mike.
place saying, "Oh, that's black Mike," or some shit like that. I've never heard that before. I would say you have the racism in of porn. I would say there's a lot of like when if you watch a black, and obviously this is explicit topic, but like black porn, a
Hmm.
lot of times there's this certain aspect where it's like, oh, you can't mess with the black cock, or once you go black you don't go back, or look at, oh, my
Hmm.
boyfriend's tiny white penis, or some shit like that. Like some wild like shit like that happens. I would say like it's I would say the racism thing happens a lot to white people. It's just a different form of racism. And it's more of a laugh off racism. So how do you feel about that, Vaughn? I'm at Ree, sorry.
You
How do
good? You
you feel
good?
about that, Ree?
Um, it's weird that I'm gonna say this, but I feel about racism towards white people how like people talk about the double standard of misogyny towards men. It's kind of one of those things that because of standards you hold black people to, that's kind of how we get racism off on you. Um, I do believe in the
Wait. What
whole.
do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay,
As
okay,
in
so
you mean as in like the racism is a contrast as in misogyny for men?
yeah, okay, so like how women are always how there's this conversation. I'm not gonna say women are always. There's a conversation where women would be like, "Yo, y'all feel like y'all can't vent to people or blah 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 because you're reinforcing the misogynistic theories and everything like that, where men can't talk to people, but
Right.
then women reinforce the same thing. So like if you think about that concept as far as like black people and white people, and I'm gonna use the porn concept, right?
Okay.
Black people didn't start this whole mandango thing. That was a white person thing. You
True
know,
that.
we
True.
just kind of adapted the stereotype and then we reinforced it. So we reinforced something that you started against us. So then
Hmm.
hence you get a lot of this my boyfriend's smaller than you. Once you go black, you don't go back. That's a white stereotype about that because they used to say things about their women if they used to
True.
sleep with black men.
I say that was the same aspect of weed. I think what weed was illegalized, or one of the aspects of weed was that it would make black guys violent towards white women, or make them
Hmm.
prone to rape white women. That's
That's
insane.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell yeah. Now, I gotta say, every single race experiences racism. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's just real shit. I say, let me post this in here.
Mhm.
Oh, whoops. I think that's the wrong thing. Don't join this. Don't look at that. You're not
You talking about
supposed to.
the web one? All right, he did it. I was gonna do it for him, but you got it. You
There
got
you go. I can't even delete my own messages. Isn't that funny? Anyway, don't worry about the other one, regardless.
it.
Now, with that being said, I'm an idiot. I say, with that being said, every single race experienced racism in some type of form, shape, or way. I would say, and I think everybody experienced racism from their own race, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I would say because I obviously speaking from black culture, me being a black man, I would say if you don't do certain things, you're not technically considered black. I think that's one of the big things that happens in our culture.
Very much
Is
so.
like, oh, you don't eat watermelon? You ain't black. What? Or you don't like Kool Aid, or oh, you don't eat fried chicken, or you like grilled chicken better than fried chicken, or some shit like that. Or oh, you can't play sports. You're not athletic. Like those are all stereotypic racial aspects that been put on black people. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, I love me some fried chicken. I hate watermelon though.
Word.
I hate watermelon. I don't think watermelon's good. I wouldn't say I hate watermelon. I guess I could possibly eat it, like if I had to eat it, because
Mm,
like there's other fruits that I legitimately would just throw up. Like I can't at all, just can't.
mm.
Like cantaloupe, I cannot.
Cantaloupe is disgusting.
I cannot fuck with cantaloupe
Disgusting.
at all. I'll throw up immediately. But like I said, uh, it's just some shit I just can't. I just can't deal with it, and like it happens, bro.
Yeah, that's fair, yo.
Right? I mean, you tell me it's
uh,
not. I was like, shit. People like what they like.
oh yeah.
Um, but I don't think that should come down to human beings. I don't think you should treat human beings just like, oh, if you like somebody, you like them or not, based off their skin tone and shit like that. Just based off who they are should always be your basis. I mean, I don't see any way around it. I mean, obviously, like maybe the way somebody dress might make you a little nervous or something like that. And I guess I can understand that because I mean, you get the typical movies and shit like that show you how certain people dress and shit like that. But like,
Mm.
you also got to look at the other movies because the one thing that I've never understood is how people can watch hood movies and then like oh, a gang of black guys are walking by my car. Let me let me lock all the doors and shit. Right. But you got movies like American Psycho. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
I would say, tell me, is that not the most normal looking white guy?
Oh yeah. But
Now he's
I,
literally butchering motherfuckers. But because he looks like an everyday guy that's in a suit that, that's a white guy in a suit that just, does his job and comes back, it's all right. Like he seems okay. He's cool. Like you're not nervous when he passes by your car.
mm-hmm.
You're not nervous when he passes by you on the street at night. I say, but because you've seen either black movies or you've heard about the hood or whatever the fuck, I would say now anytime guys with saggy pants walk by your car, you think you're gonna get robbed or some shit. I was saying the crazy thing is I've had moments like that, and I'm very unintimidating. Like everybody over here can look at me and obviously tell me that I'm not intimidating at all. Say, but I've been in situations where women have clutched their purse when I've been near them. I would say I don't really care about the locking of the car thing because like I've locked my car with people walking by because like oh shit I forgot to lock my car or I just were walking away from my car and needed to lock it. Like
Yeah, I don't think twice about the card thing. The purse clutch thing always got me though, and
fuck yeah.
I always refer to this meme of motherfucker. If I wanted your purse, I'd take that shit. You think you clutching it
You
closer
think you
is
gonna
gonna
stop
stop
me?
me? Yeah,
I
you
remember
want
that.
to
I saw that
stop me?
shit.
Yeah, I always thought that. I'm like, listen, if you already think I'm physically stronger than you and I'm that intimidating, what is clutching your purse gonna do? Now you just made me fucking angry. Now I want your purse. Stupid. like that always used to irk me. Cause it's not
Oh
like
my god.
now I might do something to really like get in your head. I might like jump at you or some shit. Like hit you with one of those little pump fakes. See how you
Right.
react to some shit. Like, nah, don't do shit like that, bro. Cause you irk people and you bring out the need for someone to now have to show out sometimes yo, you catch somebody on a really bad day and you do something like that and they might just take your purse,
Well, yeah, definitely.
you know.
Definitely. I think that's why I think you should never like just spaz out on random people at certain places.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should always at least try to do your best to think of the situation before you act. Because there's a lot of people out there that just really don't give a fuck anymore. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people out there acting without thinking. And that's what happens when a lot of these people are going to jail or they die suddenly or some random dumb shit happens. It just makes no sense. Or, and this is a big or they think too fucking much. And then they done come up with some dumbass plan and then got motherfuckers killed.
Yep.
I would say there's so many. I would say it's like seeing those fucking mug shots of those people that got involved in situations that went way too far and now they're literally crying their eyes out in the mug shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen mug shots of girls who were accomplices to guys that were like, either kidnapping motherfuckers or they was robbing dudes. They was having a girl go in there acting like a prostitute, then they would come rob them and shit like that. And the girls would be so distraught that they got caught.
Yeah,
And it's like,
because you think
I
you're
like,
good because I wasn't supposed to be part of that.
well, the fact is, a lot of them are like fully part of it. Like they're actively part of it. And they just feel like, all right, well, I shouldn't get as much time because I wasn't robbing him. I was just bringing him to the room
You an
or whatever
accessory
the
to
fuck.
a crime.
Exactly. And
Some kid just literally got this is probably like 6 months ago. Kid got he got a murder charge because he was an accessory to a robbery that ended in a murder.
mm,
He didn't kill nobody. He was just robbing.
yeah, he was
And
there. I
during the
say,
robbery, murder happened. He got charged with I don't remember what it was. It wasn't manslaughter. It was something of that nature though. But
that's
so
that's part that happened in one of these books that I read back in when I was a kid. God damn, I think it was called Monster by Walter Dean Myers.
mm-hmm.
I was saying kid was on trial because he went with his friends to the store and he was standing outside because obviously he didn't want anything from the store. And his boys robbed the place and shot the clerk. And because he was outside and he went with them to the store, he was automatically an accessory to that murder.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that happens all the fucking time. And shit like that is scary, bro.
Yeah.
I say it's horrifying the way a lot of the shit that's been happening. Yo, someone said we've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty. That would be fucking hilarious.
Listen,
I'll give
I
you that. That was good. That was a good one.
have
I
you
can't
noticed
even hold
how
you.
strong these conversations, not the conversations, but those calls have gotten since COVID started? It's like, damn,
Oh,
all the
yo.
scammers at home. I get a call like every other day.
Yeah, nigga, because they know you at home. Why do
I
you
don't
think they calling so much?
my block list has got so strong. I've never had to block so many numbers in like a year.
Yo, I had to download an app that like scans my phone weekly or like scans like for fake numbers weekly so those numbers can't reach my phone.
Yeah. See, nah, that's too much, bro. Sometimes I'd be like, ooh,
I was
I'm a
saying they
little.
don't even try hard. It's like we're calling for your car's autumn for your extended warranty. I'm like, okay, nigga, who you work with? Like what like what? Like all right, and nigga, like you're
Yo,
not telling me nothing.
when the last time you got into an argument with one of them dudes on the phone, bro?
Yo, I didn't have an argument, but I just asked the man a few like basic questions that they would have or like
Mm.
they should know if you're calling me about my car.
Mm.
And I'm like, all right, cool. What kind of car do I have? And he was like, it's like he's like, I don't know. I was like, I'm just here for your warranty. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, all right. I'm like, who's the warranty under?
What company you work for, son?
And then he just literally just froze, like he said nothing. And I was like, all right, cool, bro. I'll talk to you later, and just hung up. It's just, oh my god, I just don't understand. I don't understand why they keep calling the same people.
Listen, man, they calling everybody. That's all they know how to do. That's all
But
they
I
want to
I
do.
get that, but like, wouldn't it be at a point that like you would just like how can I say stop calling the same motherfuckers that's like we're good on this. Hey, it looks like we have somebody that would like to join the call.
Ooh,
Let's see.
nice.
All right, ask to unmute.
Hello.
Hi, hi, hi. How are you?
I am well. I am doing well. How about yourself?
I say I'm doing very well. Say, who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today?
You can call me Jake.
Hey, nice to see you. Nice to meet you, Jake.
All right. So I had a question, right? Because I've been tuning in to you and this other lock-haired fellow, Ree. And so I had a question for you. Uh, so you know how I'm gonna assume that you live by yourself or you live with someone. You don't live with your folks, right?
Right.
Okay. So my question is, when it comes to building, I guess, generational wealth, what is your opinion on families as like parents, like nuclear families, helping themselves out as opposed to focusing on the family as a whole? Like so many times, like I've spoken to my family and I've heard them say, like, like I did everything that I can for my kids and blah, blah, blah. So it's everybody and their kids, but it's not like, hey, I'm trying to look out for my niece and my nephew and my cousins. Um, do you think that that type of, I guess, thinking holds people back? Do you think it like slows down the progress of that generational building of wealth? What are your thoughts on that?
Mm, mm. So, should we keep the money to ourselves or should we spread it to more non immediate family? Is basically the question, right?
Pretty much. And same thing goes for like helping people out. Like, you'll give your kid, like that, I guess, you'll put in a good word for your kid, but you might not necessarily always do it for like your cousin or your niece or your nephew. Like your kid gets first dibs. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean?
I think that's honestly, I think that's understandable at the end of the day when it comes down to like your kids because like they're your kids. No one else is going to take care of your kids like you are. Um, I would say like I have godparents that I don't think has ever really bought me anything. And with that being said, just to get to the main point is I think focusing on your main family isn't really an issue at the end of the day. I say, but like like someone said in chat, like the Asian community. The Asian community literally works together. Like I mean hand to hand. I say they one person will get a business, everybody will work for that person until they raise enough money to give another person a business. And then the next person will take a few people from that business and then add it to their business. And then next thing you know, the Asian community then has their own whole little community where they work for each other.
Right.
And generational wealth works on their end because everyone is willing to work with each other. Now, our problem is having everybody work with each other. I say our biggest issue is that we just want one person to make it, and then when that one person makes it, that's the end of it. Like that one person makes it, they pay for everything, and then now we're all good. And that's not how it's supposed to work.
Mm-mm.
It's everybody's supposed to work, everybody's supposed to help out. You're supposed to, if one person is making it or they've gotten to a point where they can put other people on, that helps. Now, let's say you became a basketball player, NBA star, or played or did music, whatever the fuck. You got a big contract. Now you're starting your own record label or you're starting your own stores or whatever the fuck, and you hire family. You can either pay them more or whatever the fuck, but unless your family is also trying to help invest and create more and
Yeah, I
keep
was
that
just
in the
thinking that.
family, then
Mm.
it's not going to go anywhere. All you did was just hire your family members. And if
Do
they're not
you
trying
think
to,
that
sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna just interject. Do you think that it's fair to, because I'm about business, I don't mix business with family just
Right.
because I'm serious about my money. So, kinfolk or not, where's my money? So, in that regard, do you think that it's fair to, like, I guess, cut certain family members out of whatever profits you might have? Let's say you're that NBA star or whatever. You get that big contract and you try to put people on, but it's like, do you think it's fair to cut people out if they don't have a plan? And do you think you'd be chastised for that? Like, damn, man, like you done made it big. We came from the same hood and
Mm,
you know,
okay.
you can't put me on. And it's kind of like, well, I mean, what do you
I
do?
say I'm gonna keep my answer short because I want Ree to answer this question as well.
Hey.
Um, I think I think it's okay to a degree because depending on what someone has done to you or something like that, then obviously you just you can't just forgive them for a certain situation or you can't help them because of something that they did. That's understandable. But in my sense, like who I am as a person, regardless of if I had falling out with certain family members, like if I had the bread to give them something, I'll still give them something. Don't get me wrong. Like if I made like $1 million or I made $100 million and I was able to like give away a certain amount of money, obviously I'd give like my grandmother the most, like my mom and grandmother probably the most, my sister like the second most, my brother's the third most, and then it'd probably go down based on how much I like you or how much you mean to me. I would say, but I'm not gonna give every single person in my family like the same amount no matter what. I think it. I think personal relationships also have a factor in it, and that should matter as well.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Ray. I want to hear what you got to say about that.
So, in regards to the whole building wealth, I do think there is a lack of, like the Asian community, there's a lack of togetherness, right? Where it's one person makes it, and then now you got to depend on him forever to hold everybody down. And when he doesn't want to be responsible for, if when you don't want to be responsible for a whole hood, now you looked at like a sellout. And I don't think that's fair to put all the responsibility on one person or one family or whatever. Yo, you got the same 24 hours I got. You might not have popped off the way I popped, but don't come looking for handouts. I think um, you can have a plan. You might need some emergency help. I don't mind giving emergency help, but don't be like, oh yeah, Ronnie made it. Guess we all made it. No, nigga, Ronnie made it, motherfucker. Uh,
Exactly.
so I think in that aspect, I don't mind helping people. I'm not looking to give everybody handouts. Like I'll probably hook my moms, pops up, stuff like that. My brothers and sisters. But as far as everybody else, it's kind of like I don't mind helping out. What I mean, put you in power positions. Let's talk about putting people in power positions, not just hiring them at the store or nothing like that. Let's get you a store, and that's your store. You pay me to rent on the building. I got you the store. You pay me to rent on the building, but that's your store. All of the profits that you make there is yours. Hold that down. Bet.
Mm,
Now you got stable income. You know what I'm saying? You
mhm.
got something to pass along to family and everything like that compared to I gave you some money and
You blew that shit.
Maybe you make it work, maybe you blow it. You
Exactly.
know, um, so I think long term goals for when people make it. Stop depending on one person and move it along. Move the wealth around. If you spread the wealth around, you'll be in a better situation. So that way, if I go broke because I had to help all y'all out, there's someone there who can
Mhm.
pick up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Continue doing your thing, even though I made it.
Somebody in the chat, oh Lord, what is that? Freedom and faith. Did I say that wrong? Um,
Freedom and
but
faith.
I
Yeah.
basically agree with them. Like I wouldn't give money, and maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just shicey, but I would like if I won the lottery, if I got like a big slump of money, like I'm sorry, a big lump of money, I wouldn't give it out to people. I guess I kind of don't want somebody to say like, "Oh, so you got that money now?" Kind of like a stimulus check. So you got that stimulus,
Mm,
like,
gotcha.
hey, friend, and it's like, whoa. I mean, I know you my mom, but damn, be a little humble. Like, like I said, maybe I'm just shicey, but I
No.
feel like if you
No.
asking for it,
It's my
don't make
money and I want it now.
that. Yes, exactly.
No, I completely agree with you. I would say people who expect a handout from doing nothing in particular are the worst people. I would say it makes you not want to give them something. I completely agree with that. Like if I win $1 million and then you're expecting me to pay you some bread, like you come up to me the very next day like, hey, so what's good? Like, what we doing? Like, what the fuck you mean? I
we
did. I will say.
we.
I will say. I will say. Did you not? Did it not register? I didn't call you the first day
Ooh,
when I got the million.
I thought I was shicey.
So
facts.
you didn't. So but I'm just being honest. Think about it. But think about it. If you just got a million out of nowhere, you telling me you're not calling the most important people first, or doing your most important things first, or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And if you coming up to me telling me, all right, so what am I getting? Who the fuck are you?
looking real unfamiliar.
Exactly. Like I
You
say,
are looking.
I will say like you coming up to me like you've been working for me and I ain't pay you in the last few months or some shit. Like you came in like you quit your job and you like I fired you and you came in for your last check, bro. like what's going on? Like why you coming with this type of energy? Like that's how I feel about it. Like be cool, do your thing. Like stop being so evil.
Okay.
It's just an evil thing. I say, but with that being said, what is it that what is it that you would do if you got 100 mil tomorrow?
What would I do
Your
if I had a
first three things. First three things. Because we gotta ask you a question. You asked us questions. We gotta ask you a question before you leave.
oh shit 100 mil? Well, I'm gonna ooh, she's a cracker. I think I would buy a bunch of reckless shit. Not really reckless, but just shit that I can't do on my regular hardworking salary.
Oh, well,
So
we buying
like
Birkins?
I know I'm kind of a backpack kind of chick, but
Okay, I respect that. I respect that.
yeah, I'm not gonna change up that much, and then they gonna know. But no, I might definitely. So one is travel. I would definitely travel. And I would take my nuclear family with me. I know we just said, helping out the rest of the fam, but my kid's gonna travel too. If I'm flying, they flying. Um, so travel. Ah, shit. I don't, I don't really want for much.
I would say,
I
you know
like,
what's funny? I would say before somebody get the money, they can think about all the billion things that they want to do. Now that they got it, they like,
oh,
damn, I
I
don't want to
got
do
you. I
nothing.
got you. I got you. Thank you for that. All
There you
right.
go.
I will start my business. I
Okay.
completely forgot. I said, "Fuck the business, fuck being an entrepreneur."
Yeah, that money got in your head and you didn't remember no more. It was like, oh, money.
I've been paid for the rest of my life. I can buy what I want now.
I definitely did say fuck that. Okay. So yeah, I would travel. Have definitely have my business started and running with preferably without me there, so that I can continue to do my shit and still make money. I'll just hire somebody. Um, I'm most likely gonna continue to work my regular job. I'm gonna continue to do that.
Okay.
Just I don't know. At least for a little while. I might go part time. I might be a little fancy and go part time.
A.
Um, and I'll go to the strip club. I know that I've never been to a strip club. There's one of the reasons I just because I just wanted to, experience like I mean, I've seen those videos. You know that
I
video
just
on
want
when
to
the
see
chick
some
is like,
ass.
yeah, no, she's like, I wanted to feel like it's raining on me. I want to be able to, I want to be able to see that, but I want to do it. I do.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. It's over. It's over. With that being said, I say thank you so much for joining the call.
Thank
Jake, it
you.
is right.
Yes, Jake.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate
I
you
say
coming to
this.
talk to
We're gonna
us.
remember this. We're definitely gonna remember this. I would say,
All right, take care, guys.
I say you have a great night. Appreciate you. Oh shit, that was hilarious.
That was dope.
Hey, shout out to Jake. Shout out to
um,
Jake if y'all know Jake. Tell Jake that's what's up. Jake's over from Twitch. Definitely.
hey yo,
Um,
Brody, I gotta ask you something real quick. I wanna
yes sir. What's
um,
up?
you posted a video
I posted a
about
video.
yeah, you posted a video
No, I didn't.
about this man talking about if I'm a good father and you get a bunch of money from taxes and I'm still in my child's life, do you not think you should give me some of that money?
I posted that
Yeah, you posted that
on what?
on Facebook.
I posted that on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. You
Uh,
ain't, you ain't. We. I was like, I'm gonna wait because I want to have this conversation with him to see what his pick his brain about what he thinks
I,
about that.
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the video
She
specifically.
wasn't. She said, "Yo, a man should never ask a woman for money." That was her whole premise. She thinks it was weak.
Oh, oh yes. Yes. Okay. I definitely remember. I would love to play the audio for chat, but I don't want. I don't
Yo.
want to. I don't want you to be in silence. I don't want you to be. I don't want you to be in silence. I would say, but I would say the basic premise of that video, if I could just find it real quick, because I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I would say you probably be able to hear a little bit through the mic, my people. I would say, but
Why are you asking her for her money? Like, I don't know. I will feel a little bit offended. I would be like, see, did they give it to me or they gave it to you? That's the culture we see. That's the culture we live in, though. See, the culture we live in is like this. And look, and now when I say it in words, you're gonna say, "Damn, yo, it is like that." As a dude, you are to work your entire life. Your woman should not have to work. If she does have to work, it's considered she has to really work by dating you. Take care of your family, pay the bills, maintain your appearance, and never ask for nothing. Never expect no extra shit. Never ask for no money. Never ask for nothing. Now, look, in this world, we reward dogs for doing dumb shit, for sitting down. We reward, at your job. Do a good job, you get a raise. Like in the culture we live in, when you do good, you get a reward. Except for being a good man, because being a good man is normal. Y'all be single, so it's not normal. Having a good man that takes care of your family and your son or your daughter is exceptional. You are a lottery winner. You, my lady, are lucky. So when that money comes in, you're right. Shouldn't no man have to be like, yo, cause maybe why? Because men supposed to be always be on their feet and doing well. So God forbid your man is not doing well and he needs your help. He's a weak man. But if I'm dealing with a woman, I wouldn't be with somebody that's asking me for my money. Okay, let me talk though. When I'm dealing with a woman who's doing bad, not working, and has my kid, I could say, damn, yo, she a bum. Like, come on, ma, get a job. My mom raised me with a single and had a job, but I can't call her a bum.
She's a woman. Her not having a job or money is it's like, she's a girl. Help her, support her. So why, when a man might need help or assistance, he gotta be like he's a poo-put? Like, shouldn't being a good person or being a good dad get a reward?
All right, so I mean, I get what you're saying, but it just falls down to custodial parenting. Like, who has the child? If the dad has a child, he'll get the money. If the mother has a child, she'll get the money. That's just the way it is. This is life. We cannot change.
We're not saying who gets the money. We're saying if I'm a good dad to your child, right, and I'm out here investing, and I'm working, and you get $12,000, and I've been coming through for you for the whole year with this kid, whatever, extra stuff. You don't think that when that 12,000 come, I should get nothing? Be honest though. Be honest.
I'm being very honest. I would not bring it up to you. If you ask me, then I'll be like, "What do you want it for? What are you gonna do with it?" And then if it's a good reason, a good thing, then I'll give it to you.
Okay, that's the whole segment. Now, what was your question about it? Because I say there were certain parts about it that bothered me.
First off, that shit was wild. The lack of comprehension was the biggest issue for me. The lack of comprehension in general was like, wow, holy shit. But my question is, what's your thoughts about that? Like, because majority of the time in most states, and I looked this up recently, most states will give the mother custody of the child unless you can like ultimately deem she is unfit, right?
Yes.
And we're not just talking like financially unfit. If she's financially unfit, that's you just out of luck, man. You're gonna have to give her some money.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta like prove she crazy. She can't keep a job. You gotta
That's
prove
Connecticut.
a lot of shit wrong with her, yo.
That's Connecticut for you. Connecticut is a woman's state. This is what they call it.
So yeah, I was like, yo, what do you think about that, bro? Because I was sitting here like, ooh.
So, the tax money, honestly, I don't really have an issue with that part. The part that I have an issue with when it comes down to the tax money is the fact is that she's asking me what do I need it for. Like, if it's a good reason, then I'll give it to you or some shit like that.
Like you're a child.
Exactly, like my nigga. Like, son, I'm gonna give you money this entire time, and like I've been coming through the entire time. Like, why are you questioning me? Like, what's happening here? What's the issue? Also, it just bothers me how she felt so entitled the entire time. Like, oh well, he shouldn't be asking me for money. I would never date a man that's blah blah blah. Like, my nigga, I would say you don't know what is gonna happen. You literally don't know what's gonna happen. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't say, oh, my man will never fail or anything like that. It's possible he might fail. And the fact that you're so comfortable saying shit like that makes people understand that's like, oh, all right, so if I did fail, she's not gonna be there.
Mm-mm. You out of luck, bro. She leaving.
Like that, like she's gone as soon as the money's gone. And that's not cool.
Mm-mm.
You need somebody, especially nowadays, because as much as, and I hate to get back into the subject, but as much as I hate the way that our parents talked about getting houses and shit like that and how it was so much easier. How it was hard and shit like that. Obviously, those were lies. It was so much easier living back in the day based on basic income.
Mm-hmm.
Now you damn near have to have a 2-person income in a household to survive. And the fact that a lot of women expect to have their own bread, well, to work and do their own thing, have their own bread, and then on top of that, you're doing all the same shit, but the only difference is that you're paying for everything that she would technically be paying for. And then as soon as you lose all your bread, she's like, oh, well, I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was always my biggest. That's always my biggest fear of like marriage, of like non prenup marriage and shit like that. Was that, and also not prenup marriage. Sorry, is of being in a relationship where a man paid for everything. I understand if that's what you want. That's what you want. I have
Mhm.
no grudges against you. I don't feel any like there's I have blah, blah, blah. There's nothing there. But for me personally, if I were to spend all my goddamn money, and I mean all of my money, paying for the rent, the mortgage, the lights, the groceries, whatever, like everything, car expenses, anything that has to do with the kids, blah blah blah. If I'm spending all this money for years upon years upon years, and you're just saving your money, and then we get to a point where you're like, all right, or I
I'm
get to a
done with
point
this.
where, yeah, where you're either done with this or I fuck up and like I end up becoming bankrupt or something and I can't pay for anything. But now you have 100 grand in the bank. You got a prenup, so you leave with what you have. I leave with what I have, and now I have no money because I've been paying for the last 10 years of our lives.
Mhm.
And now you're going, and then as soon as we break up in this divorce, you're going to get a fucking truck. You're going to go get a crib,
Mhm.
or there is no prenup, and because you were just saving money in the background or something like that, and during this or whatever the fuck terms happen with the system, I
Mhm.
gotta pay you alimony or some shit. And now I'm hotel to hotel. You got the kids and a house.
Mhm.
There have been movies where I've seen what is it? A woman would do something wrong, right?
Yep.
Would treat the nigga horrible. Mind you, like he's the one either making all the bread or something of that nature like that. And he leaves the house and goes to a
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
He leaves the house and
Mm-mm.
goes to a hotel while she stays there.
Mm-mm.
And he
It
comes
be
and
his house.
visits
It be
and
his house.
he comes visits his house. He comes and knocks on his
I.
door. And for
You
her
know
to
what's
open
sad?
it a little bit with the chain on it, like, nah, you can't come in here and to send the kids out or whatever the fuck.
Do you know what movie I thought of immediately when you said that?
What, obsessed?
Yes, the Beyonce movie, right?
Yes.
Immediately thought of that, and I was just like, I was so upset watching that movie because I'm
I
like,
don't I don't
this
know
is
what
your
I don't know what
house.
Beyonce does. I don't know what Beyonce does in the
She
movie. I
didn't. She
forgot.
didn't do anything in the movie. She was a housewife.
She just housewife. Okay.
Yeah, from what the movie shows, she was just a housewife. I was so upset watching it. I said, why is he leaving his house? This is your house.
Exactly. Like me and my girl got into a conversation where we understand that we're both arrogant people.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's no sleeping on the couch here. There's no telling one another to go sleep on the couch. It's like, look, my nigga, I pay for the bed, or I pay for the sheets, I pay for the pillows, like I pay for the blankets. I'm sleeping in that motherfucking bed. I don't know if you want to put a board in between us or something, but I'm sleeping in that motherfucking bed. If I want to sleep in that motherfucking bed, it's happening. That's just real shit.
I fucks with you.
Like I told her that I was like, yo, babe, I'm sorry. I don't care how fucking mad you are at me. There's no way in hell you're gonna be like, oh, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. We'll see it in TV shows where the woman will throw a pillow at her man, or she'll throw like a blanket at her man, and then she'd be like, I can't do that to you. I was like, you damn right, because I'm climbing right back in that motherfucker. I'm climbing right back in that bed, bro. Like, no games. I would say, son,
You throw
I
a
say
pillow at me,
life,
I might come back with a fresh pillow. Like, oh, we need a cool pillow. We need a
right?
nice.
Then changed. I didn't change all the blankets and shit. I got new fresh ones. I said, I thought you wanted me to change them. Oh, I ain't knew what was happening. My bad. I said, all right, dumb as hell. I was like, oh, good night. I was say, but before I end the stream, I say one thing I do want to say again is rest in peace to my man DMX. I would say The one thing I do want to talk about real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm pissed about, and this goes back to the racism thing that we talked about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
is that there is a paper that talked about the death of one of the royal family members.
Prince Philip.
There we go, Prince Philip, right? And it says royalty dies at the age of 89 or 99 or something like that. And then,
And then
right
rapper
next to
dies.
it, no, not rapper dies, troubled rapper. Trouble rapper dies, I think it says.
Yeah.
It says like trouble rapper or rapper with unsettling past or uneasy past dies at 50 or something like that. And I'm like, my nigga, do y'all not know what the royal family has done?
Done. What the nigga was doing. That nigga been
Or-
fucking his cousin for 80-something
or-
years. We're not gonna mention the cousin fucking, are we? That's just the tip of the iceberg. If you willing to
I was
fuck
saying-
your
I was
first
saying,
cousin, bro.
He's fucking his cousin. Everybody in the chat like,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You willing to fuck your first cousin. We gotta talk, bro. You willing to do a lot of fucked up shit.
I would say that. I would say this goes out to everybody over in the British family.
Take them L's,
Y'all
boy.
deserve that. Y'all deserve that. Yo, it's just insane the shit that they have done, and what's been documented, and the shit that people know. Like, how do people know all this shit, but nothing's happened to these niggas? And the fact that they can give themselves immunity for certain shit is wild. How do you, how dumb have the people got to the point that they've given people in power to give themselves immunity to certain shit?
This, bro, when you got all the power, you can do what you want.
That's
I'm making
that's
myself immune to the laws that I made.
That's what I'm saying. I would say, wasn't Donald Trump try to pardon himself? Tried, didn't succeed, but he tried to pardon himself. And the shit is fucking hilarious. The shit is hilarious. The fact that motherfuckers would be like, all right, yeah, well, I rule over the land, so like that doesn't matter. Like the fact that the queen's face is on the money, she can do whatever she wants.
True, but
And the shit that that family has done is wild. Also, going back to the family thing, because I literally just forgot about this. Everybody, check out a song called T-Pain Stoweyville or Stoicville. And I'm telling you, it's literally talking about the same shit that we talked about, and he literally hits pretty much all the notes. I would say, but with that being said, Care, is there anything you would like to say to the people before we go, my boy?
yes. Peoples, take time out for yourselves. Respect your personal space. Don't let anything. Try to not let things ruin your day. And as my boy always says, peace, love, and positivity. But also, real quick, ain't nobody outliving motherfucking Betty White, nigga. They can try. Devil out here missing. Devil be missing Betty White.
Betty White gonna be living forever. Forever. Son, I swear to God, Betty White will not die. She will never die. Betty White has been alive for so long.
Yo,
she's a monster though.
I'll live the whole cast, bro.
But yeah.
Betty White will not die.
Never.
And I say that again for everybody in the back if y'all did not hear me. Betty White will not die. Thank you.
And with that being said, everybody, please have a beautiful night. It's Saturday. Enjoy the night. Do your thing. Oh, you like that? You like that? See, people, I tell you, some people like the voice thing. They be clowning me because I be playing with the voices and the sounds and shit. Let's say little that they know.
This isn't my only
power. Exactly. But that's what we do over here. We have fun. We have jokes. Go follow the links over there. Go like, subscribe, downvote, upvote, comment some funny shit, comment some rude shit, comment some likable shit. Go follow my TikTok. Go look at me on Instagram. Facebook, YouTube, Spooncast as well, pure audio on over there. Over there. I said they got some of the older videos as well. And I got a podcast that all these audio go straight to. And the podcast is on Spotify, it's on iTunes. It's like I'm everywhere. And it's all like KingKadoTalks. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, go
This man
follow
is
you, boy.
everywhere.
And with that being said, everybody, I love you. I really do love y'all. Good morning, good evening, and say it with me. Good night.
Good night.